Welcome back everyone to Terminus Zombie Survivors. I'm on the title screen at the moment. There is an issue I've got to discuss. Now in the bottom down here is the last escape. Now when I pressed that button initially, it just sent me to the Steam page. But apparently, it takes you to the last escape. So you can start straight from the train ending, the other side of Terminus, with one of the characters you've already got. The game doesn't explain that very well. I am hoping because the game says you can go through Terminus, and also in the trailer it showed a person clearing Terminus and going through the fence straight into the next zone. I'm hoping this save I can continue through. So let's continue where we got up to. So we've just done trading with the fortified house. And if I remember right, we got a strength book. Yeah, we just picked up a strength stat book, which is no good for Barry because Barry is currently a strength 5 character. But because Sandy's a student and they can read the book multiple times, they're probably going to be able to get their strength to either 3 or 4 with this book, which is going to be a great help with carry weight. We haven't picked up any fuel. We've only got one backpack between us. We've got a few weapons and we've got some wooden spears. We managed to collect some water, so that's not as serious as it once was. But 20 water is only 10 hours for each character, which isn't a massive amount. So food and water is our big issue. Now if we look on our map, we are heading up in this general direction and we're going to be coming across 2 grocery stores. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that can solve our water and food issues. We still haven't got any sort of lighter, pot or a pan, so we can't do any sort of cooking with dirty water. So at the moment we are having to eat a lot of dirty food and dirty water and then sleep off the diseases just to survive. So let's continue with the run. Let's just catch myself up where I'm on to. So yeah, I think I'm okay to pass the turn, and then we'll have a good amount of AP to play with. Which exit are we leaving from? We're currently on this one here, so we need to do a search. I think Barry's the one that's got the search book. No. Apparently Sandy's the one who's got the street map. Let's use it and try and find a route out of here. So again, when I do a search, I want to be as best as I can and try and find a 2 for 4, which I've got there. So we could go to a clothing store. Now, we know this fortified house, so I'm going to switch over to Barry. This fortified house had a quest for 4 pieces of clothing for 7 reputation. Now that 7 reputation could get me... I just need to make sure none of this has changed since the update. No, we can still get fuel for 4 and we can still get a bag for 3. So if we really want to play it safe, we could go to the next clothes store, clear it out, come back to this trading house, trade that away, and then we've got some guaranteed fuel in case we find a car. So we need to be leaving out that side there. So yeah, let's just pass the turn. Okay, so we've just had a person come in from the danger zone. We could just run past everybody up there because Sandy is the one who's got the better visibility. Just want to see what this guy's movement is. So he could probably get up to about halfway in the middle tile. So let's try and move up there and see what the trouble's like up on top. So there is somebody else here with a lot of movement. We could also run around the south of the map and up. And I'm not against that. So Barry's got 20. Let's move Barry down here and see what the nonsense like down this side. Okay, there is a zombie there. He's not got much movement, so that's fine. Can we get to that tile? We can. Ooh, that's bad. And I don't want to wake up that zombie runner. Okay, so we've got things we need to do. We need to kill this zombie. If I can kill this zombie, Sandy could be on that tile. This guy can't get to her. And then we'll have to bring Barry back round this way. I think that's going to have to be the play. And just hopefully we don't uncover anybody else. Okay, so what weapons you've got? You've got spears, you've got the screwdriver, which isn't great, and we've got the wooden bat, which is basically a throwaway weapon. So let's take you and see what you've got down to 1.4. That's spear territory. Now, it would be nice to stand on that. If I wanted to stand on that, we'd have to kill this guy. Which is a possibility we could do. Let's see how far Barry can get over here, because he has got good... So we can get there for 6.8. He can get there for 8.2. It would still give him 3 attacks to take this guy out. And then everybody that's seen me here will come down the south and round this way. Yeah, we'll do this. Now, Barry is thirsty. So I am going to need him to drink the water. So hopefully we can take this guy out in 2 hits. Would be really nice. I am tempted to use a... Yeah, I can definitely take him out. Or I could spend another... Yeah, I'll take him out. Would be nice to get that cloth, but I want to stand on the danger zone more importantly, just to stop anybody else spawning. And then we need to drink this water. So you didn't have any water, Barry. So what I'm going to get you to do is we've got a bottle with 20s. Just need to look at everybody's hydration. So them both about the same, about 2 hydration. So what I'm going to do with Barry, if I go to drink all of it, he's going to take all the bottle. So instead, I'm just going to tell him to drink 10. So then he's not taking any damage anymore from lack of water. And then Sandy is just going to drink the rest of the bottle. Now, we have got that shrimp now. It's only 3 satiety. It is something we could eat tonight if we really wanted to. But again, taking that and then having to sleep 6 hours to get rid of the disease and then another couple hours to proc it, it could not be the best move. While the guys are next to each other, Sandy, you can take that strength book because that's for you. 1.1 and 1, we're doing really good on our weight and we can keep all the empty bottles over there. We'll keep the food on, Barry. Just trying to keep the weight down as best as I can. And both at 1 AP. I think we've done as much as we can on this turn. Next turn, Sandy will be about 15.7 and Barry will be 12.4. And then we need to try and get to that tile. These guys we will lose sight of, but they all should be going south. Especially this one here. Okay, he's only decayed. If we need to, we can kill the runner. I'm not against that because I don't think we've got enough to zone. Okay, so we have got another big guy coming over. Which is not great. Just trying to think what I can do. Let's send Sandy down. Okay, so we have got a couple, but he hasn't aggroed this one. 1.7 and 9 to zone. You could actually zone. Can Barry zone as well, is the next question. 4 AP, 13. So he couldn't zone this turn. But he is safe where he is if he doesn't move. So I think I am going to split up the people. Don't like doing this. Okay, fairly safe. We have got the dangerous zone still there, so we do have to be careful we don't get flooded. There's a slingshot, but we haven't got the agility really to work those. And Barry can go up to 25 AP, so he's not going to lose anything. And the 2 zombies we can see can't get to us. And then next turn, it will take 13 to get Barry through. He will still have a good amount of AP on the other side. So I think that's the best idea we've got. And then hopefully that guy hasn't blocked up this spot here. Because if he has, then we're going to have to do combat. But that's why I wanted more AP than we had. Brilliant. And now both people are on the same tile. Barry's got 11 AP. And Sandy's depressed. Did we pick up any novels? We did. Okay. So I'm going to drop 1 novel. And then Sandy is going to pick it up from the floor. Now, novels, it starts off at 1 AP for 2 morale. But every time you use it, it goes down. So it gets least and least effective. But what we can do is take the 1 novel down to, say, 1 AP for 1 morale. And then switch books with each other. And then we'll be able to get a fresh cycle. But we do need to get rid of that depression state. Because that would be affecting our AP recovery. I think I'll take you up to about 10 morale. Now, you won't overcap and then we can just wait another turn. I am paying attention to the time. We've got 8 hours before nightfall and we need to be off this tile because otherwise we'll be sleeping next to a danger zone. And we are going to have to do another search. So let's get that dealt with now while we've got no zombies around us. So we need to be heading up in this direction. So again, I'm going to be trying to look for a 2. So there's a 2 for 4 there. Yeah, I think that's going to be my best option. 2 for 4. Let's see what's in front of us. Railroads. That's not good. So we've got to cross the railroad. What options have I got down here for... Have I got any 2s down here? No. Got a 2 up there. But we will be having to cross the railroad. We've got no 2 ways. Because the one railroad will run from here up to Terminus. And one railroad will run from this side up to Terminus. Now, there's no link onto the railroad. So there's got to be a route. It's probably there where I'm going to have to cross onto the railroad. Hopefully this is an house. Church is not bad. They have a back room we could stop in. So that's somewhere we can stop tonight. Okay, we've used a lot more AP than I really wanted to on that turn. So Sandy... He's going to have to stop on the zone point. Barry, you need to start making a move. I think I'm going to go safe and try and avoid going around by the dangerous place because there could be a lot of zombies up at the top. So let's move Barry as far as we can just to get an idea of what's down here. Okay, where can you get to? You can't get to the zone point. Now, where was that zone point going to? Actually, we could go to this house tonight as well. House would have a better loot opportunities than a church. So yeah, Barry, come back 1. This guy's only going to come up to your face. He won't be able to kill you. We have got a big guy in there, which we do need to try and avoid at all cost. Because that's 23 HP to get through. That will take a lot of condition off our weapons. Now, Barry did pick up the trait for clean attack. So if he was using, say, 10 condition on an item before... Now he's going to be using 8.5, so it does make it last a little longer. I would like to get a few more levels in that if possible. So Barry can't do anything and Sandy can't do anything, so we just pass the turn. This guy's coming down to Barry. I think we're going to have to take him out. Because sometimes it's okay running around people, but then you can find yourself in a situation where you've got 2 or 3 people chasing you and then you get backed into a corner where you've got to do combat. So sometimes clearing the combat as you're going around is the better option. So yeah, Barry, you can take this guy out. We're not going to use the steel pipe because we want to preserve that as much as possible. We'll let you break the bat, that's fine. Now this does have a chance of taking it out. What else do I have weapon-wise? Could just put a couple into the spear. I think I'm just going to take the... No, actually, we'll take the 2 hits on the bat. We'll use the bat and then that'll break the bat. I'm not too worried about that. And we did manage to crit and take the guy out, so that's good. How are we doing with cloth-wise? 4 cloth on Barry. And 2 there. But again, the cloth's really useful for repairing clothes, some of the crafts we need to do. So I think I am just going to take Barry as far as we can. Just onto there. And then I want to bring up Sandy to do a bit of exploring because they've got a little bit more observation, so they have a better sight range. So if we take you as far as you can go, say up to the window. There's no windows in the south here. And this guy hasn't spotted you, but just look at the range he's got. I do really want to loot in there because if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 loot opportunities in here. So I don't really want to give up all that. I would have been nice if this guy had actually seen us, to be honest. Looking at the time, I've still got 6 hours. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a rain barrel. It's got no water in there, otherwise I might have just collected it. We do have another stone. I think that was the one you... We do have 3 stones there. So what was we thinking of making? It was either going to be an axe or an hammer, wasn't it? The stone hammer would need planks or sticks. And you would also need thread for that one. And the axe, what did that need? Pretty much the same recipe. So I could break down 2 cloths to get the thread. But I would still need to get wood. I don't think Barry's got any. No, Barry's got some. So we could transfer that across to make... An hammer, I think, is probably going to be the better of the 2. The reason being is because we're coming into night. Being able to repair a door and a window could be really beneficial to us for our survival. Okay, so Sandy's not really got much left to do. Barry, where do I want to take you? Could take you up to the window and let these guys aggro you, try and cleat that room, and then we can come in from the back. Yeah. Let's see if these guys aggro you there. They don't. I'm more interested in getting this guy out the way at the moment. So what we can do... Open the window. Okay, he's still not seeing me, but as you see now, because I've opened the window, this guy has now got movement onto this tile. And again, we know we can go back to the fortified house, but we can't sleep there at the night. So what we could actually do is go safe to the house, if we can get the 4 pieces of clothing they wanted. And then go up to the fortified house in the morning, and then back to the house and round. I really wanted this guy to aggro me, and I don't really have too much AP to really play around with him. So yeah, we'll back off. That's as much as I can do this turn. So Sandy, let's go and open up this window. And I think I am going to play chicken with these guys in here. We'll come to this one this time. I want this guy to see me. Okay, we didn't find anything. Okay, brilliant. They've all seen me. That's what I wanted. So now I'm going to be running out here, down and round. So if we say go to this square here, which is... No, actually, that's too far. Because in case there's a zombie spawned in here, I won't have enough AP to do anything. So let's go to that square. Stop people from zoning in this side. And I'm happy Barry's done as much as he can this turn. Now, although you wouldn't expect to have food at a clothes store, there is a chance we can find it. So we do need to try and loot everything. Drugs, that's good. Because we have been taking HP damage because of the lack of water and food. There's another piece of clothing we could use for trading. More HP drugs. And I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of AP. So we just pass another turn. So we're not making massive progress at the moment. And I was hoping these guys would come up to the window and see me. Okay, so they've seen me again. If there'd have been a window out this side, I would have gone out that side. Another idea. This time, I'm happy to go all the way down to the south. The reason being is I will have about 4 AP to react. And if I need to, I can back up. So what I want to do is pay attention to where everybody can get to. So actually, nobody could get past this square here. So I would only need to get there, really, for 3.4. Yeah, let's go there so they can all see me. I just want to clear this room out. But we've only got a couple hours left and we're running out of loot opportunities. We might just have to bail to the house. Loot this up here. Have you got gloves, Sandy? You haven't. Who's got the gloves? It's going to be Barry, isn't it? Yeah, Barry's got the gloves. I think we need to go and secure the house. There's just too many big people on here. I can't really do much with them now. Just that constant, do I run or do I stay? Thread and a tape. Now, that's good because that's a lot of the ingredients we need. Tape's there. Barry's got the glue, hasn't? Yep. Did we have access to the advanced repair kit or the repair kit? No, not yet. So we need to find a library, really, to find that book. 8.7. I'm happy for you to come in and grab this stone just so I can get a little bit of visibility. That's not going to do me much unless I have a base. So I'm thinking I'm going to bring you all the way to this square for 5. And then we're going to bail out of this zone. We'll come back on the following day. So we've looted everything in the back except for the rotten corpse. And we've looted some of this, but not a massive amount of it. But we can't really do anything else. You've just got to know when to cut it and when not to. Now, we could stop in this top room overnight. Get these guys down here, run round, and stop in here. Because there's no windows broken. We'd only need to cover 2 windows up. And we could stay here for the night, but we need to try and get food, and a house is going to be better at food opportunities than a clothing store. So how is AP looking? So Sandy would be able to get to the zone point, but they wouldn't be able to get through because we need 12.5. Can anybody get to that zone point? No, that's fine. Barry could get through, which I think I'm going to send Barry as the lead this time. Get a bit of visibility. Nobody came in, so that's fine. Oh, actually, there was a door here. I didn't see it. So Barry could actually come into here and loot these 3 items. Just looking where everybody can get back to. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good call. And then we'll make sure we leave him enough to zone on the next turn. Sandy, you're going to come straight to the zone point to save anybody from zoning in. And I'm not going to worry about spending AP. We'll save it for next turn. You're not going to overcap, so that's more important. So you would need 9 to get through. So I need to make sure I'm no further than 2 away. So there. So you would really want to be ending on this square to be able to zone next turn. But I've just got to take this opportunity to loot. A lot of good gear, and that was the denim jacket. As you see, denim jackets always have very high quality. So that's my go-to on most characters, because it gives you a bit of defense, it gives you temperature as well. So what I'll probably do is trade everything away and get both the characters with a denim jacket on. So we've got 2 pieces of gear on Barry there. I think it was 4 we needed. We've got a 3rd there, so I could do with trying to find 1 more on Barry. Pick up the planks, because those are going to be useful. Please have a piece of gear. Brilliant. It's got 2. So we have got enough to go back to the trading house and get some fuel. And Barry, hopefully you've got enough to get through, otherwise I've really not put you in a good position. Okay, these guys have lost sight of us. But we need to get onto this other tile. So Sandy, go through first. And you've got a good amount of AP. So there's a crawler there, only 1 tile movement, and you can't get to us as well. But we will have to take out both these guys because we do need to sleep on this tile. Barry, please say I've left you enough to get. No, I haven't. Oh, actually, I have. 2.9 to get there, 9 to get through. It's 11.9. A lot closer than I really wanted it to be. Okay, so you can't do anything, Barry, this turn. And Sandy needs to do something. Now, I could go this side for 3. It would take 2 hits to take this guy out, and if I need to, I can back up as well. If it takes me 3 to get there, let's just try and see who else is about. That's not what I wanted to see. Now, because Barry's on that square, it won't allow me to actually move onto that square. There is people in the building as well. There's a broken door. Not looking good. We need to find another room to the south. Now, if we take out this guy and we make a lot of noise, this guy's going to hear us, so I need to back off. Going to have to play it a little bit safe. Not the best situation we're in at the moment, and we are taking hunger damage and hydration damage. We haven't come across any parks. One hour to sunset. Okay, so I need... We could take out these guys. I'm pretty confident that's going to be the best call. Yeah, Barry, take out this guy. 4. You do have a spear. It's going to be 3 hits with the spear. We might be able to do 1 spear and 1 pole. I was just hoping for a crit, really, on that, which I didn't get. 2.8 minimum. We're just going to have to do it. We're not going to go and grab the cloth. This guy can only move once, so I'm not so worried about him. And we want to get the students as far safe as possible. We need to try and find somewhere we can get into. So there is another zombie in the building there. It looks like he can only go 1 movement. There's a second zombie in there as well. And then we've got the door to the north, and then there's another zombie in there. Do want to pick up that jewellery, if at all possible. Now, Barry does have quite a bit still. don't really want to attract them to the window. Because if we attract them to the window, then there's a good chance they will damage it. I don't think I can go in and take all this out. Okay, so let's do a bit of scouting with Sandy then. I could get Sandy to the door for 2.6 and open it. And still take this guy out. As long as we don't uncover anybody else over here, we'll be fine. How far can Barry get down? Barry could get to the door for 6.3. We'd only leave him 3. He couldn't do anything with the combat. But I do really want to be moving him. Oh, it's because it's the same square. Okay, so Barry, in that case, let's get you to come down and pick up the jewellery. Okay, did attract that guy to the window. That's not what I really wanted. I was hoping he would walk a bit further to this side over here and get away from the window, but no, that's fine. Don't break the window. Okay, so he didn't break the window, so we've got options. It is night time now. Did we pick up any torches? We have got one, but it's broken and not usable. And we haven't got Cat Eye's book, so we're in a bad situation. We're going to have to go into night combat with not being able to see anything. Now, the good thing is that door isn't broken, so we could go and close that door. Which would probably be better doing that with Sandy, because they've got less chance of aggroing the zombies. Okay, so Barry, I want you to move up to the window. You're just going to have to blind fight this guy. And there's 2 back-to-back. Now, I should have really paid attention to what was on their heads. But we're just going to have to use the spear, I think. And because we can't see... Okay, luckily he wasn't that powerful. Let's go in. We'll pick up the cloth. We can attack this guy. And then we just got to hope we can take him out. Brilliant. Okay, Sandy, you can come in onto that square. I don't think we can break Rag's shirts down, but I will pick it up. And we're going to close that door. Barry, you're going to close the window and cover it. As long as this zombie didn't see us, we should be safe in this room. If he did see us, we've got to do more night combat. Now, again, morale's looking really bad. We've still got AP on Sandy, so let Sandy come down here. Maybe we could get lucky with some water or something. We've got some food. Oh, that's brilliant. So what I'm going to do is... we might just have to eat the shrimp. So, Barry, you're going to eat that shrimp. And you're also going to eat the orange. That gives you a bit of hydration. Not going to be enough. It's going to be enough to the morning. That's about it. We're going to get you to equip one of these. Just do some exchanging while I'm here. We are going to have to do a search on Sandy. That'll be a good use of your AP. Okay, quite expensive to get anything that way. I'd rather not go south, but I will do it if it's the best option. Now, we are going to the fortified house. We've already assumed that. We've got enough clothes to trade away to get the fuel. So maybe looking up... I'm pretty confident that's going to be a railroad there. It would have been nice if I can get something the other side of the railroad like that. 7.7, yeah, I'm willing to spend it. So there's a restaurant there, that's food. So go up to the fortified house. I'm thinking jumping back to this house. And then going to the church and try and make our way from the church. Is there a... No, there isn't a joining between the church and the restaurant. As you can see, available place is 0. So we're going to have to find whatever that one is there and probably whatever that one is there to be able to get to the restaurant. But that's going to be food. And if we need to, we'll come back down to the grocery store down here. We might have an easy link up to that grocery store. Food and water is going to kill us if we don't do something about it fast. Depression we can deal with when we sleep tonight. Okay, Sandy. Let's go and eat that. You are depressed. Let's take you out to... Oh, okay, you got no AP to do anything. And no AP. So let's pass the turn. Okay, if somebody did see us, they don't have a massive movement because they didn't come down and banging on the door. So that's the best case scenario. Barry will have a disease pretty soon. So, in the meantime, what can Barry do? I do want to have a look at that rag shirt. If we can't break it down, it will give us a rag, that's fine. We could actually have traded it if I'd have thought about it, got rid of it, and kept some of the jean jackets for us. But no, that's fine. I don't think the trap's going to work. But what we could do... You've got nothing else really to do, Barry. So, Barry, let's go and put the trap down. At least then you're not carrying it. I've not had very good luck with traps. Okay, it has got rid of it. And we'll move Barry back over here. Maybe because it goes dark at night, we might be able to catch some food for the morning. I don't think it's going to happen, but at the moment, I'm clutching at straws, trying to keep this run going. Okay, so we are going to finish the Dex books, then we might be able to trade that away. We do know there was a good knife at the trading store as well. We could have picked up. So yeah, Barry's done. Sandy, what are you going to be doing? You've got a lot of things you could be crafting like spears. And I think that's where I want you to do. Get a wooden spear set up. What was we missing for the stone hammer? No, we can actually do it now. It would use the tape and I don't want to do that, so I would rather have thread. So I just need 12 threads. So I just need to dismantle one cloth. Put the stone hammer in. And yeah, it's chose the thread. Like I say, I just don't want to be using the tape. That could be really good if we could find the advanced repair kit recipe. If not, we could always make a makeshift armor with it. Okay, so that's Sandy sorted. Let's just spend the AP crafting up the spear first, just so you've got your weapon. And the hammer, just in case we've got to repair something. Okay, Barry, how much planks have you got left? I don't think you've got enough now. If he'd have had one more, we might have been able to make up another spear. But that's fine, we've got enough weapons. 2 spears on Barry. 1 spear on Sandy. I am tempted to send Sandy to sleep now. Because they are depressed. And this time I'm going to do energy until they're full. They can read some books when they get up in the morning. Let's try and do something about this morale. Because it is becoming a bit of an issue. Is that the best thing? Yeah, that's the best thing for you, yeah. Barry, we need to wait until we've got that disease proc before he sleeps. There is a chance that he didn't get a disease, but like I said, that is so rare. I'm not going to even consider it as a thing that could happen. So yeah, you just spend everything on that. Pass another turn. There it is. Disease, just like clockwork. Well, that's fine. You're about to sleep now, so we've not wasted anything, but we've managed to gain 4 satiety. 3 satiety on it. So you have got a good way to completing that book. You're not quite finished. And then we'll send you to sleep now as well. So Sandy will with the first one up. And again, everybody's energy was absolutely bottoming out. Now, I did make an error there on Barry. I should have set it to sleep until the disease was healed. But his sleep cycle was so low that I don't think it's going to be an issue. Okay. Sandy, you have got 14 AP. Nobody's come banging on the windows. Can't see anything in the trap. Trap chance 0%. I think we're just too close to it. But if we leave that there, go up to the fortified house, come back down to here, then there's a good chance that something could have triggered in the trap. Like I said, just using everything I can to try and survive at the moment. So what do I want you to do? I think I want you to use the street map. Try and find out what's down here. between you and the grocery store. There's definitely no 2s down here, so we'll take the 4 for 1. Brilliant. So we're going to pop up to the fortified house. Do the trading. I could just send one person up there, but it's safer to send the 2. Or is it? We could just send Barry up to the trading house, trade off all the clothes because he can carry the most. He can pick up the items I want to pick up from there. And then we could actually send Sandy to start searching the house, try and find us some food. It's not something I was considering, but now I come to think about it, I think that is probably the best thing we could do. And let's try and find... It is going to be quite expensive, but I want to try and find something between the house, the grocery store, and that restaurant. And there is a 2 in there for 8. Let's take that. So that's where the crossing is with the railroad. Now, there is a good chance that we could find, like, pliers in an house, or... I'd more likely to find it in an house than a grocery store. So, yeah, that is the best option. We're just past the turn. And hopefully Barry doesn't wake up until that disease has gone. Sunrise in an hour. Okay. I would really want to be max AP on the next turn. And I think it's that one we need to leave from. But I don't want to leave until Barry's disease has gone. So what I'm going to do is Sandy. I'm just going to move you there. You'll have 11.3 next turn, so that's 23. And you're going to just put 3 into... We're going to have to put it into the novel. Because your morale is really suffering. If you did have morale drugs on, I would have started taking them. We might just have to start popping the energy ones soon as well. There's nothing else I can really do this turn, so let's pass it. Hopefully Barry's disease goes. No, he still needs another hour at least before his disease is gone. Do I want to try and loot this house with Sandy? Yes, I think I'm coming up here to loot it. Nothing at all in this room. Close the door. You still got 14. I just don't want to attract anybody down to where Barry's sleeping. I need to get rid of that disease. So we've got a runner up there. Another screwdriver is okay. Now, Sandy doesn't seem to trigger these very good. I think you have to get within 2 tiles of them normally for you to trigger them. A lockpick, not really that useful on Sandy, but we might transfer it to Barry. Okay, he's still not woke up, so that's fine. Unfortunately, found nothing. Not great. And if we want to go in there, he's not that hard to take out. Would be 3 attacks, maybe 4, to take him out with spears. It might have to be something we do. Hopefully that he's... Oh, no, I don't want to sleep. I want to pass the turn. But as you saw, Sandy took 2 HP of damage. So I'm going to wait until they go below 10. Barry's awake. Barry's still got the disease. That's a problem. Sleep for 1 hour. Hopefully that gets rid of the disease. It's one of them things you have to worry about when you're eating food to get diseases. But this guy's got such a big movement, we've got to kill him. I'm a bit worried about this guy's movement, though. No. I'm going to play it safe. Not good. He still hasn't got his disease gone. And it doesn't tell you how many more turns you need. Oh, this is troubling. Okay, Barry, you've got an HP drug. Let's just take it. So I'm just having a bit of a think here. This is not getting in a good situation with both society and hydration at 0. We could just ignore going for that trade and just go to the house. But either way, let's send you for 2 hours sleep. Hopefully that gets rid of the disease. Sandy, try and protect him as much as you can by closing all the doors. You've got somebody out here Oh, that's a lot of movement. And I can't get through to the zone point I wanted to. And we do know there's a soldier up here as well. Now, we have visited this house, so there's going to be nothing on us to loot there. The actual only place I can get to is the fortified house, but we haven't got all the gear on us. You can only move one. I think I'm just going to have to risk around here and just try and see what we can get out. So I would need to be that square. We could dip into the room. This guy hasn't technically seen me, and because of our camouflage, he shouldn't see me until we're like 3 tiles. I just want this guy to get off the tile, really. And again, that food we give Barry was only 3 satiety. Now, I think that guy did get off the tile. Now, it would be 3.2 and 11 weakened zone. But Barry's being hit from 2 directions. And he's still got that annoying thing. So we could take out one of these before we leave. With the spear. Let's try and make it a little better for Barry to survive. And Sandy, you're just going to have to zone through. Now, unfortunately, with this run, Barry's the lead character, so if Barry dies, it's all over. We do have dirty water there. But Barry needs to leave this tile. Now, he does have 25 AP, so that's the one good thing. He should be able to zone fairly easy. I'm just annoyed that that disease hasn't gone. It was always a big chance, and I did say only 3 satiety, it might not be worth it, but he's going to sleep. If I'd have put sleep until the status was healed, we wouldn't be in this situation. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so Sandy has got to take that 10 drug now. And we are losing 2.1 a turn. You are cold. Because I forgot to put the denim jacket on. I've been losing extra stuff I didn't need to be losing. I'm thinking Sandy might have to come and drink that water. Or come and collect it. But then that both of them will have a disease then. I need to find somewhere safe for Barry to sleep. And this room's going to have to be it. I'm losing too much. And again, I shouldn't have took the food. It was only 3 satiety. Okay, who do we get? The soldier. Not ideal. You've got the gloves, haven't you? Let's hope we can get something good. AP item. Normally one of my best items to find. Not really. Oh, there's a car there. Very good items again. We'll give you the backpack. Because we've already got a backpack on the other character. So, you've still got stuff unbagged, but again, your weight AP amount is at 1.1. It's really low. Yeah, we've just got to keep looting. Beer could actually save us. Now, instead of taking 2, I'm taking 1.9. And that's mainly because of the disease. I am going to put Barry in asleep. until the disease is healed. Does mean Sandy's going to have to... You've got to come and collect the water. We need to get this guy's attention. Okay, it was only 5 litres of water, or 5 hours of water, shall I say. If we go and check the car, we would have to get back up to there. I just want to get this guy's attention to get it off Barry. What has the car got? Soft drink. Just drink it. And another AP item. Guidebook for libraries is good. Lumber is a melee weapon that can be used multiple times. How is your weight looking? 1.2. It's still fairly decent. The car is broke. It has a little bit of fuel in there, but if we can go up to that fortified house, get 5 fuel, that's 4 tiles that can take this car, and a chance of us finding some more fuel on the way. 4 tiles from here, where would that be? But we would have to go back 2 tiles to go to the fortified house. Is it worth going back 2 tiles to then do 4 tiles? But the 4 tiles would allow me to jump the railroad, go straight to the restaurant. If Barry can get rid of the disease and we can heal up his HP a bit, I am willing to take him back up to the fortified house, and then we'll leave Sandy here to deal with the zombies and to clear the rest of this building. And if Sandy runs out of things to do, they can always just craft up some more spears. If the worst happens and Sandy dies, if we have a load of spears crafted up, Barry can just come back and collect it. Don't want to sacrifice him yet. So that is a safe spot, 3.3. Or we could go back up to the zone point. Let's get to the zone point. Now that zombie seen me, so he should be coming up in this direction. And I've just got to hope Barry's disease goes away soon. We've got an hope. Let's go a little longer, because again, I don't know if these guys are going to survive much longer. So yeah, past the turn, I just need that disease to go off Barry and Barry to go. So yeah, he's coming towards me what I wanted to. Barry still needs longer to get rid of that disease. Now, he's coming up to the north, so that's good. That's what we wanted. And we're going to go this way and see if we can go and search more of the house. There is 1 item still there to check. We haven't checked. Let's go to that tile. I'll pick up the rag, just so I can get visibility of a window or a door, which we've now got. 5.7, I don't want to go any further. Pass the turn. Come on, Barry, get out of your disease. Why are you waking up? Oh, he's just hungry and thirsty. Oh no, he's still got his disease? It's because he's hungry and thirsty. It must be waking him up. Let's just say sleep for 6 hours, because that's how long it takes to get rid of a disease, and if we need to, we'll send Sandy down to wake him up. It's just annoying that that keeps happening. Now, would it be better to take out this guy? I think it would. He's not that powerful. And he might drop something like crackers. We'll just eat it. I'm not going to drink the water, not unless it's clean. And this looks like a kitchen. Couple of zombies at the bottom, but because of our camouflage, they didn't spot us. 2 more things here and 1 over there to check. Not enough AP, that's fine. Now the disease is finally off. We need to get down and wake them up. Oh, clean water. And a carrot. Fantastic. We might have just saved ourselves. We're not going to drink it all. Again, we'll do the same as we did before. You're allowed to drink 10. Now, if we have a look at your condition now, you're not taking HP damage. It's amazing how fast a run can change. We need to get over to Barry and wake him up this turn. But we still want to loot on the way. Another water. And an elf stat book. Oh, wow, we're getting really good now. 13 water in there. Okay, you took 6. That leaves 17 water for Barry and a carrot. That will top him off. Barry! Don't want to switch. We want to wake him up. We've got some water for you, bud. We'll give them the dirty water as well. We'll give them the carrot. Just want to get their weight down, but they want all the gear. So they can actually hold the elf stat book because we're going to be doing the strength one. We'll give the library over because, again, we've got all the crafting and stuff to do. We'll take an extra plank so we can make another spear if we want to. We're not going to be using that yet. We've got a couple of screwdrivers. We'll pass one over, so that's another weapon option they've got. So they've got 2 spears. We've got 1. We've got the lumber, they've got the pole, we've got the knife if push comes to shove. Really good. Okay, we're going to give the HP drug across because, again, we cannot have Barry dying. Because if Barry dies, the run's over. Bag-wise, we want Sandy because Sandy at the moment has got a little bit unbagged. So we're going to give them the tote bag. Is there anything else we want to swap around? Not really. Barry's okay to go back to the fortified house now. That's going to be his main. He should have pretty good. Actually, no, because he's been hungry and thirsty. Okay, so let's get that dealt with. Hydration's topped up for the day. 18 hours. That's going to be the sleep cycle tonight. And you've got 3 hours of satiety. So you're probably still taking a little bit of damage. No, you're taking no damage. You're going to gain a little bit of health. But I think I'm going to get you to pop the drug just in case you get it. We've both got an AP item to get out of really bad situations. How's morale looking like on both people? Sandy's taking the worst. So that morale drug, where's it gone there? We'll give that to Sandy. And we'll give the energy to Barry. But they should be pretty good on energy because they've been sleeping a lot. So no. We'll keep Sandy with the energy drug as well. We're alive. I'm going to call the episode there on this one. Again, I didn't know 10 minutes ago if we was even going to survive this tile. So now we have a plan. Barry needs to do a fast run. We've only got 7 hours to the night. We have a car. It doesn't have a... Oh, we've got no spanner. We can't fix it. I still think going up and trading that clothes off is the best option. We've looted everything in here except for one location. Barry has a little AP. Let's have a look. Are we going to get lucky with a spanner in here? No, we've got a fishing rod. But we do have a couple of fishing rods. We could trade them away. That one's worth high. Medium quality. So we might be able to do some trading if we find a spanner. I can't remember if there was one at the fortified house. But we have a car. With that fuel, we can go 4 tiles. The fuel we can get from the fortified house from a trade, as long as the trade hasn't changed. They do reset every few days, but I don't know exactly what the time scale is on that. 4 tiles would take us straight to a restaurant. We'll search the restaurant, and then we'll go as far as we can up to the next grocery store for more food and water. But we could also just go 1 tile to this grocery store here. We'll send Sandy to this grocery store. Maybe we'll find a spanner. If not, we'll send Barry up to the fortified house, trade for the fuel, and see if we can get a spanner. And then we'll both all meet up at the grocery store. By that point, Sandy should have looted it. Then, if we can get the car working, we can go back, go to this restaurant, and then go to a grocery store. If we need to, we could use that as a new location to loot because we haven't been there. But yeah, that's all going to be in the next episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.